Welcome back to Fantasy Fanatics. I'm Ryan Stuprich.
I am Freeman, and we are down to 2 minutes until draft time begins, and I am pick number 6.
And I am pick number 7. And
right behind me, right where you belong.
First pick goes to Griffin Yee, one of our classmates here.
Yes, very lucky ICB. Man.
And
I'm trying to ask him who he's going to pick, and I'm trying to force him, hey, man, you should get Braun. Just pick up
Take Braun
man.
first, see how that works out.
Yeah, it'll go great. Promise.
I'm not even sure if anyone's going to... I mean, I know someone will take him, but...
And the rankings have changed since we were last read over them. Like, I'm seeing a lot of different people. Like, Dustin Pedroia is number 22.
Right.
Evan Longoria somehow made it up to 24.
Jacoby Ellsbury's 7. That's a little surprising.
I mean, not really, because he had 50-some steals last season.
The real surprising one's Edwin Encarnacion. We talked about this on one of our first shows where we didn't think he was this.
Edwin Encarnacion should not be at the number 8. He moved up, too.
He did. He was number...
He was 10 or something like that.
He was number 9 or 10.
Yeah. So Edwin Encarnacion, I hope someone drafts him. Please.
I know I'm not going after him.
That shouldn't be a top 10. He should be top 50,
I can tell you right now, he's not who I'm going after. What we're going to try to do as well is I'm going to try the best I can, because I know it goes kind of fast, but I'm going to try to, just say like who people drafted.
Ooh, you should play the challenge thing when it starts. That'd be cool.
Okay, that's a great idea.
Down with that. And we're down to 30 seconds, and I'm just so pumped. I feel like I'm going into a boxing match.
I'll play the challenge thing right now.
Nice.
Why didn't you move in, challenge thing? Enter.
Nice.
Over.
So we're down to 20 seconds until the draft begins. It's going to be a great season, competitive.
I think so.
Especially if you pay attention to the waiver wires, because that's where you win, is with your waiver wire pickups.
Right.
I can't believe Prince Fielder is below Edwin Encarnacion. It's just, I'm looking at it and I'm like, what? Really? Oh, pick number 1. All right, here we go.
Here's Griffin, who was going to draft.
Is picking his pick number 1. I hope he picks Trout. If he doesn't, I would make fun of him.
Well, it would make sense to take Trout.
It would make a lot of sense, especially if you turn this into a keeper league.
Right.
That's like...
He picked Trout.
He did pick Trout. So Trout's off the board. Next up is Travis, and I know he's not here, so I'll probably auto-pick for the rest of them.
Okay.
We have to wait a minute until that's done.
Yeah, that's okay.
So auto-pick will pick Miguel Cabrera will be next up. Auto-pick will automatically pick the next highest person, and Miguel Cabrera will go to Travis. What's his name? Nashville Conquerors or something like that. He's from Nashville, Tennessee. He listens into the show. Sorry. I don't think Nashville has a baseball team, do they?
No, they don't have a professional team. But the Tennessee Smokies, the Cubs Double-A affiliate.
Of course they call it the Tennessee Smokies. Like,
yeah, right.
I just picture a dude at a cabin puffing on a pipe while he's making his...
Like up in the Smoky Mountains, just...
He's making his moonshine.
Right.
I'm in the Smoky Mountains. And 20 seconds till auto-pick kicks in for Travis.
And then Luke Shinners will be up.
And then Shinners will be up, and hopefully... if he doesn't
probably Cabrera, I would think.
If he doesn't take Cabrera... well, Cabrera is already picked by Nashville Conquerors.
Oh, that's right.
So hopefully he picks
McCutchen.
If he doesn't pick McCutchen, I'd say Goldschmidt's a good option as well.
Yeah.
So Miguel Cabrera was picked by Nashville Conquerors. Next up is Shinners.
The Shinners squad, and
let's see who he picks.
Who he takes.
If he left McCutchen for me, I'd be very grateful.
Well,
that'd be great.
4th place, then the 4th pick. Probably
right. There's too many seeds in between.
Right.
Shinners is here. I don't know why he's taking so long. Usually the top 10 picks, it's like bam, bam, bam.
Hey,
you don't have to wait. If he picked
unless our internet's really bad and it's being delayed.
That's true. That could be possible. And he picked up Andrew McCutchen.
Okay.
It took him 30 seconds to do that, so I'm very concerned. Hopefully he doesn't have a stroke or something.
It could have something to do with our internet.
Yeah, it could be. 162 and that's Casey. Casey's up next with the...
I don't think any baseball team will ever go 162 and 0. But we'll see.
You never know. No, you do. Baseball is just not possible.
Right.
He thinks he wants the Cubs to go 162-0, and that's definitely just
took fielder.
Nice. Okay, he skipped down and just picked up fielder, which is a good choice for first baseman.
Picking now is Coco and Company. That's my friend Mark. Let's see who he picks up. He loves Carlos Gonzalez. I'm not even. Oh, he went Robinson
Cano.
That's a little surprising.
Wow.
He loves Carlos Gonzalez, so I'm a little surprised.
So Paul Goldschmidt's still on the table.
Yeah.
It is my pick, and I'm going to...
That's right. It is your pick.
I might as well take Paul Goldschmidt.
Hey, if he's there.
He's there. He's mine. I have Paul Goldschmidt. That's
All
my
right.
player. I cannot believe he went to the 6th.
Let me see.
You still have Carlos Gonzalez, Chris Davis, Jacoby Ellsbury's a good pick.
I'm thinking.
You have too many good
Here we go.
choices. And you picked up David Wright.
I did.
What was your thought behind that?
Thought behind David Wright. I need a solid corner infielder, third baseman. He's coming off kind of an injury season, and I think that with Curtis Granderson now, like on the Mets, they could really David Wright will actually have more people to drive in and more people to play well. So yeah.
Yeah. Next up is back to Team Pendleton. I don't think he's signed in either. So
yeah, I don't know.
Swain said he has a feeling that Prince Fielder is going to have a good year, and if you're with Texas, that's usually the case.
Yeah. I mean, I like the thought of Fielder. Yeah, I think he could have a good year too, especially since he's with Texas. It would make sense.
I'm just jibing at Casey for his pick. I just said injury report. Fielder's dead. Just joshing around with him.
Fielder's dead.
That'd be very sad. I don't know why I'm
It would
laughing.
be.
That'd be horrible. I'm a bad human being. Yeah, we have to wait for Pendleton. His 10 seconds are ticking. He'll automatically get Carlos Gonzalez, left fielder, which we had reservations about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
There's so many other left fielders out there that I'd rather have. Like Bryce Harper's one of them. All right, picks are going right along. Chris Davis was picked up.
And now my brother's picking. Let's see who he takes. I don't know. He kind of likes the Yankees. He might take Jacoby.
Windy City picked up Chris Davis.
Jacoby
Ellsbury was just picked up. That's a good pick for steals.
It is.
Dude's amazing.
Steals, runs,
yeah,
being on a good team, all that helps.
So far, we only have 2 people on auto pick, and that's pretty good for a draft.
Yeah. It'll go faster now, at least.
I'm wondering if he'll go straight to starting pitcher and get Clayton Kershaw.
Good. Yeah.
No, he picked up Joey Votto. He went all the way down and picked up Joey Votto.
All right. Adrian Beltre and Edwin Encarnacion were just picked up.
Edwin Encarnacion got picked up, sucker.
All right, my turn again. Boy, this is interesting.
Yeah, you got a lot of good players on the board right now.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a lot of good players left. Yeah. I took Dustin Pedroia.
All right. I cannot believe this is happening. Hanley Ramirez, or should I get Troy?
It's up to you. I'm not sure. Depends what you want.
I went with Troy. I had him last year. I liked him a lot, so I went with Troy Tulowitzki. Next position I'm going to get is probably catcher, because there's not very many good catchers out there. So I'm going to switch my position.
Yes,
And try
Coco
to
and
pick up
Company's picking his second player now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the pickup of Tulowitzki. It's a good pick.
Yeah.
Let's see who I'm trying to guess who Mark would pick. He could take Carlos Gomez. Either that or Bryce Harper, I think.
Bryce Harper's a good pick. I'd go with the left fielder.
Took Hanley.
Hanley Ramirez, yep. I thought
2
about
shortstops
it.
gone in a row there.
Yeah. Well, it's such a small position.
It is.
Next to catcher.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Surprised Ian Desmond is ranked number 23rd too.
Right.
I mean, he had a good year last year, but I mean, can he continue that success? I'm not so sure.
I'm not so sure about that either.
Yeah. 162-0 is picking. I think we underestimated how much downtime there is in between picks.
Yeah, really. A minute and a half. People take their time with these picks.
Yeah.
And you're wondering who's going to bust open the pitching.
Right.
Like, as soon as pitching gets picked. But this guy's auto-picking. It looks like... No, this is Casey's not auto-picking. So far I picked Troy Tulowitzki was my second pick. And who was your second pick?
My second pick was Dustin Pedroia.
And then there's a surprising pick. San Jose Wombats went all the way down and picked up Joey Votto.
Yeah.
Which was kind of a surprise because he's not even top. He wasn't even top 20. I
wonder. Yeah, I'm not sure what number he was.
Maybe top 20.
Yeah, I mean he wasn't the highest ranked first baseman, but I'm still pretty good.
Yeah, agreed on that one.
All right, so Clayton Kershaw went to 162-0.
Yeah, that's Casey.
Okay. Now the Shinner squad is picking. I wonder who let's see. It's kind of hard to guess who people are going to take, but
yeah, because there's
he
so
took
many.
Bryce Harper.
He took Adam Jones. Adam Jones.
No, he took
off the bone.
Well, he took Harper and then
auto pick
Adam Jones. Now it's Griffin Yee's turn to pick. Which he's probably still here at ICB.
Adam Jones had some injury issues last season, I think.
Yeah, he was injured for a little bit. I think I had him on my team last year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
He's a good pickup. He has power and he can steal, but hopefully he's over that injury bug. I'm looking at Ryan Braun because I have it queued over him.
Yeah, I wonder how long he's going to stay up for.
The abbreviation to Milwaukee is MIL, and then his position is LF. So I'm seeing MILF on my screen. So that's I was looking at it. I was like, is that what it says? What I think it says? Like, that's just awesome.
Okay. Evan Longoria was taken by Griffin, by the way.
I feel like that was too soon. I feel like Evan Longoria is over his prime.
Yeah.
He's with the Tampa Bay Rays. He's a third baseman, I believe. Yeah, third baseman, and he hasn't. That hitting average has slumped in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I agree. I think we'll probably take a break in like 3 minutes. I'm not going to do an update at the bottom of the hour.
No, that's fine.
But I'm just gonna. But we'll take a break from 30 to 35. Just because we can. Finish, and then we'll finish it up. Yeah.
And then Clayton Kershaw was automatically picked, so I don't think anyone will rush to get starting pitchers at this point.
No, and we got, let's see, how many spots for starting pitchers? 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yeah.
4, and then your benches could be either hitters or pitchers.
Yeah, bench can be either. 2.
Right. Okay, Jason Kipnis was picked by Griffin, and
then Ryan Braun was auto-picked.
Yep. Ryan Braun was auto-picked. Poor guy. Stuck with
Ryan Braun. That's no good. That's why I hate being like not there during the draft, because something like that will happen. I think I got a bunch of DL guys one year. It was like 4 DL people. And I was like, oh gosh.
Oh, man.
This is no good.
Yeah, that's not good.
Now, there's more pitchers coming up. You have Adam Wainwright, Felix Hernandez.
Speaking of pitchers, Yu Darvish has been taken by Luke.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about picking up Yu. He plays for Texas. I like Texas pitchers because Texas.
There was something recently
home runs.
where I guess he had back spasms. He might not be making his opening day start.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, you still want Yu Darvish on your team. Yasiel Puig was taking.
That's
Yasiel Puig.
We don't have a lot of data on him, but I'm thinking he'll have a decent year.
Yeah.
His batting average wasn't that great.
True, but he was a June call-up, too.
Yeah.
Okay. Coco and Company took Steven Strasburg. Good pick. And now with your pick.
Right now, I'm looking for someone that has a lot of stolen bases because I need to fill in.
Yeah. I mean, I got Dustin Pedroia, so I'm pretty good with stolen base, at least for now. Like I'm not in desperate need of looking for that anyway. I gotta think who I want to take next too. And then after my pick, we'll take a break.
I picked up Carlos Gomez.
Okay.
He had 40 steals last season.
Wow.
So,
Wow, 40 steals.
yeah. So I'm trying to get the steals down. We're doing Roto League, so that means in a certain category you have to beat the opposing person.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't necessarily want to get the best person every time that hits home runs and stuff. You want to get guys that have specialties and steals.
Yeah. All right. I took Felix Hernandez, and now we are going to take a break. We'll be back in a couple minutes. We'll tell you some of the people that you missed while you were gone, just like Ian Desmond and Justin Verlander, who were just drafted.
Starting pitchers are starting to get unleashed.
And we will be back soon on Fantasy Fanatics, SportsTownChicago.com. Welcome back to Fantasy Fanatics. I'm Ryan Stuprich.
I'm Andrew Freeman.
And we are in full swing here with our draft. And I just took Justin Upton. Craig Kimbrell was taken by Andrew. Team Pendleton took Giancarlo Stanton. Jay Bruce went to Ashish. And my brother Brett took Brandon Phillips, who he likes a lot. Doesn't surprise me. Yes, and during that break, there was some other players that were picked up, like Yadier Molina, David Price, Alex Rios, Max Scherzer was taken by Griffin Yee. Same with Eric Hosmer. Those are two solid picks.
Back-to-back picks. That's the one thing about being the first pick.
Yeah.
Those back-to-back picks.
And then also, if you're last, you get two in a row, which isn't horrible either.
It's not horrible, but
right.
Darn it, Griffin Yee.
And let's see. Alan Craig was just taken by my brother again. He had those two picks. And now it is my turn again after Ben Zobrist was taken and Shin Soo Choo.
I can't believe Albert Pujols was just picked up. Like, that just... He's
on
the downward.
Does that make you mad?
Yeah. It's like,
it kind of makes me mad, too.
Are you serious? Do you not listen to the show?
Oh, boy. Who should I take? I'm thinking here.
What position are you looking to get? Do you have a starting pitcher yet?
I should get another pitcher.
You're going to be running out of starting pitchers.
I have Felix Hernandez, but should dedefinitely get another pitcher besides Felix Hernandez.
We talked about Felix Hernandez.
Right.
You should have picked up someone better.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, he's pretty good though.
I think he's one of the pitchers that has pitched the most innings, even before he got to the majors.
Right.
So
I think I know who I'm taking anyway. I'm pretty confident in this pick. Zach Greinke, he's mine.
And he picked up Zach Greinke. Good pick.
He's got to have a big year this year. He's projected. Let's see. He's projected 3.22 ERA, 16 wins, 1.18 WHIP. Yeah. That's good.
I went ahead and picked up my catcher, Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer, good pick.
Yeah.
I have him in another league I'm in.
It was really hard for me to pick Joe Mauer because I really wanted to pick up Anibal Sanchez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Anibal Sanchez is ranked pretty high here. His projections, 3.34 ERA for this year. Last year he had a 2.57, so he did better. He had 14 wins last year. It's because he was on the Tigers.
You should have saw his strikeouts, though. He had over 200. He was part of the over 200 club.
Yeah, yes, he was.
He was just a beast.
And let's see. Coco and Company took Carlos Santana. He always picks him. And Casey Swain took Matt Holliday. That's another good pick.
Yeah, it's a good pickup. Let's see. I'm so far away from getting my pick. So far.
I know, me too.
I need a second baseman, so that's my next venture is to get a second baseman.
I definitely got to get a catcher.
Yeah.
Either a catcher or shortstop, because shortstops come and go pretty quickly. The next best shortstop on here is Elvis Andrus, and I'm not really interested in Elvis Andrus.
Right.
Castro's under him.
There's a lot of good second basemen in here.
Let's see. Ooh. I don't know if you knew this, guys, but Starlin Castro is projected to hit 285 this year. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
63 RBI? That's possible. But 285, they got high hopes for him. Because he batted 245 in 2015.
I think I know who my next pick is going to be.
40-point
Yeah,
swing.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to pick up Chase Utley, that's for sure.
No?
No, not Chase. I'm going to pad my...
Was Ian Kinsler already taken?
Yeah, Kinsler was picked up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Picked up by him.
Well, I'm not going to say anything because people are listening and they're just going to take my picks.
Well, I don't
They're
think
horrible
I don't
people.
think they do
They're
that
horrible
to you, would
people
they?
out there.
There's
If I saw Elvis Andrus was 58th pick, I probably would have waited for shortstop because I would have picked him up.
Yeah. Ian Kinsler was taken by Ashish. That was the 32nd pick. So, yeah. Madison Bumgarner was taken, and Luke took Elvis Andrus, shortstop. So
yeah,
you got a shortstop.
Elvis Andrus is a great pick. I think he's going to be awesome this year, especially with steals.
Yeah, he can definitely steal. I really got to think about who I need to pick here.
It's Team Yee right now.
Yep.
He has back-to-back picks. He's probably thinking about, what 2 players do I want to snatch from Stuprich?
Yeah.
What position are you going to pick with Nick's pick?
Me?
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, we're the only 2 people in here.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know why I said that, but yeah, I'm either going catcher or shortstop.
Do you have either of those yet?
No, that's why I got to get one of them.
Oh, my.
But I first, second, third, left field, and 2 pitchers.
Yeah. I went first base was my first pick.
Yeah.
Well, Goldschmidt was available. You can't just ignore that.
Jose Bautista was taken by Griffin.
That's a good pick, Mr. Griffin. Not a bad pick at all. Jose Bautista, not a good on the batting average, but awesome in the home runs.
Yes.
He will slam it.
Definitely.
Yee with his second pick. He should have already known who he's going to pick. Because you have 2 in a row, Mr. Yee. I know you can hear me.
Well, if he's listening.
Oh, he's listening.
I know he's listening because he commented.
Yeah.
Because I was asking if he was here or not.
He's
and
like,
he said,
screw catching.
And then he said, I am not here, LOL. And then,
who needs a catcher? Yeah. You do, Mr. Yee. Better get one.
Yeah. Kenley Jansen, okay, got the closer.
Jansen, he got a relief pitcher, and Jonas Cespedes. Is that how you spell it?
Jonas Cespedes.
Cespedes.
Something like that.
He was picked up, left fielder.
Something close to that, yeah. Now it is Shinner squad picking.
Let's see. Shinner's picked up Brian McCann,
okay,
catcher.
Yeah.
So catchers are going. You
better I shouldn't have said anything. Now all the catchers are going. Ryan Zimmerman, one of my favorite players, he was picked up by Casey.
Nice.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's been with the Nationals ever since they were the Montreal Expos. He's been there because he's been playing since like 04, 03, something like that. So, yeah, been around for a while. Coco and Company's turn. Took Will Myers, the young right fielder from Tampa Bay. That's a good pick.
Wow, we are all the way to 114. Pick 114.
It's crazy.
I was thinking about getting a second baseman. No, we're at 95, actually. 86. No, I'm way down there. What am I thinking? Hey, look who's available. Let's see here. Should I get second baseman, third baseman?
I don't know. I'm thinking about taking Castro, but I'm a little shaky because Javier Baez could get that call up.
I'm just going to get that awesome second pitcher out of the way.
Anibal Sanchez,
Anibal Sanchez.
Good pick. All these outfielders I'm looking at, I already took a left fielder.
Yeah. I'm surprised no one's picked up Josh Donaldson. What do people have against Josh Donaldson? The guy was amazing.
I'm not getting him because I already got a third baseman. But, yeah, if you don't have a third baseman, Josh Donaldson, definitely a good pick.
I mean, he had 25 home runs.
Same with Kyle
RBIs.
Seager, actually.
Only 117 strikeouts, and he played the whole season.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I really got to think about this. You know what? I know who I'm taking. Got Gene Segura, the Milwaukee Brewers shortstop.
There you go. That guy looks pretty beastly.
He does. He should be ready for opening day. There was a little bit of concern with his injury. He had some sort of shoulder tightness, I think.
Yeah.
But I think he should be fine.
I'm not going to have to worry about pitcher for a while, so that's good for me.
Josh Donaldson was taken by Mike Pendleton.
That's good. Congratulations for listening to me, taking Josh Donaldson.
Starling Marte, who I was going to pick, but then I realized I had a left fielder. He was taken by Ashish. And Brett Stuprich took James Shields. pitcher. So, yeah.
Nice.
Now he's picking again.
I'm not picking up Starlin Castro. He's coming up.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I feel like Castro might be on there for a while just because, like, everyone he knows, like,
I know
eventually Javier Baez is going to get that call.
I know who's going to pick him up. 162-0 will pick him up.
You think so?
Because he's a huge Cubs fan, to the point where he will sacrifice his team to have the Cubs.
Yeah, that's not a good way of going about things, but hey, whatever.
Hey, if you're a hardcore fan, props to you, and I'm sorry.
Okay, here's somebody I just have to take.
Greg Holland was taken off. Jason Worth. Yeah.
Yes. I looked at his numbers though. He batted .319 last year. He had a pretty good year last year, like a breakout year almost. But he's only projected to bat .277 this year. But I think he'll bat higher than that.
Yeah, I got Jose Altuve. Once again, I'm going with the stolen bases. Yeah, he had 35 stolen bases last season. He's projected to have 30.
He's a good hitter too. He bats over 300 easily. So
yeah, he batted .283 last season.
Okay. Yeah.
Not a home run hitter, but at least he's making contact.
Right. Coco and Company took Pedro Alvarez. He usually takes him in leagues that I played with him in the past.
Now I'm trying to think, should I get a third baseman or should I go fielders? That's like my next.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be cheap. Get Mark Trumbo.
Yeah, Mark Trumbo. I don't know. Yeah, I got a little while. Well, we both have a little while till our next picks.
We got a little bit.
86th and 87th picks.
But Pedro Alvarez was picked up, and there was a story on him about ESPN. Is he a good take or is he a bust?
Yeah.
And I'd say the last 2 seasons he's definitely been a bust.
Yeah, he can't stay healthy.
And he can't hit.
Right.
I mean, his batting average is like in the 2 teens.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I know who I'm going to pick up. Hopefully he survives to my next pick.
Martin Prado was picked up. That was by Casey.
No, I'm not going to get him because all the people on auto pick.
Matt Carpenter was taken by Luke.
I was going to pick up Hunter Pence.
And Travis took Homer Bailey. Griffin took Gio Gonzalez for his first pick. That's a good pick. I like Gio Gonzalez. Even though he was kind of connected to some sort of performance-enhancing drug thing. I think that was either in 2012 or
kind of connected. He was somewhat
because
connected.
He was kind of connected, but then like people didn't talk about it, and everyone still thinks he's cool and everything. And he is. Like I like Gio Gonzalez, so yeah. Yeah, I definitely need to look and see who I need to do for my next pick because I'm just not sure.
Someone already picked the 95th person on here.
Oh, yeah?
Matt Cain and Jared Weaver both picked up. Gio Gonzalez picked up. Homer Bailey picked up. All starting pitchers.
Yeah.
It's a starting pitching
a lot of starting pitchers in a row there, it looks like.
Yeah. Oh. I already have my first 2, so I can wait a bit. Let's see here. Starlin Castro was picked up. I could bet you $1 million.
No, it was Luke.
No, it's Shinners. Whoa. I'm sorry, Shinners. You must be a fan, too.
Yeah, he's a Cubs fan.
I'm sure Casey's mad
but
at
he's
you.
A smart Cubs fan.
Casey picked up B.J. Upton. Very questionable pick.
I think Luke knows that. Luke and I both know a stupid Cubs fan.
Yeah.
Not a stupid Cubs fan, but just a way too optimistic, doesn't like the Theo Epstein, Jed Hoyer thing type guy. B.J. Upton taken by Casey.
Yeah.
So
this is surprising.
Yes.
If it goes through,
B.J. Upton had a horrible year.
I might cheer out loud a little bit if this happens.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Hunter Pence is mine.
All right.
Yes.
That's the guy you had your eye on.
Yeah, so, that's who I was waiting for. I thought the auto picks would pick him up.
No better feeling than when
it actually makes
you get
around.
the guy that you want after after it going around for a while.
Third baseman. I might go starting pitcher or relief pitcher again.
Yeah, I can't. This is difficult for me. to think about who I want to get. Should I take a gamble? I'm going to take a gamble on Masahiro Tanaka.
Okay.
I got him. He's mine.
He's mine.
But I'm a little cautious about that.
Someone moved up in the relief pitcher. David Robertson.
Okay.
His last season, he only had 3 saves. They're projecting him at 31 saves.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wow. That's a little interesting. Latos was taken. I was thinking about taking him. That's Team Pendleton that took him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have the 94th pick. Andrew will have the 95th pick. Now my brother is picking. Evan Gaddis was taken by Ashish. Evan Gaddis is interesting. He has an interesting story. He was not in baseball for a long time, and then he tried out with the team, and he got with the team and everything. Yeah. Now he's turned out to be a good player, and now that McCann's gone, he's going to get a shot every day to be playing in Atlanta. Let's see. Brett took J.J. Hardy. He likes J.J. Hardy. He still has one more pick. Which, let's see, if I was in my brother's mind right now, who would I take? Jonathan Lucroy. If he didn't take a catcher, he's taking Jonathan Lucroy.
Yeah, Jonathan Lucroy's a good pickup, even this late in the game. Mm-hmm. J.J. Hardy...
If not, then I'm taking Jonathan Lucroy.
J.J. Hardy has some home run hitting power.
He does. He's one of the most home run hitting shortstops that you'll find.
Yeah. Usually, shortstop is such a... not very many people play the position well.
And there's only a couple good people, and then... Okay, he took Jordan Zimmerman, one of my favorite pitchers.
No, okay.
C.J. Wilson was taken. Well, Jonathan Lucroy was taken. Damn, Jonathan Lucroy was taken by auto pick.
Do you have a catcher yet?
No, not at the moment.
Flowers is available.
Yeah.
That's an inside joke here.
I don't think I'm going to go with Flowers. God, he's probably way down on the list.
Matt Kemp's available, but he's injured. I'm probably going to go... My next pick is probably Aramis Ramirez.
I'm trying to think. I'm not taking him, so he's all yours if you want him. Salvador Perez here on Kansas City. I'm trying to think. He's projected to do pretty well. I wonder if he's their everyday catcher. Can't think of anybody else. I got to take him. Salvador Perez.
Yep, I need a third baseman, so Ramirez.
Yeah, if you need a third baseman, A-Ram's good.
Yep. I was thinking about getting Alex Gordon because I need a left fielder as well. Mm-hmm. But left fielder, there's so many left fielders, and they're good. I mean, Alex Gordon could easily have been the 20th pick because he did really good last season.
Right. Hyun-Jin Ryu was taken by Mark, Coco and Company. Hyun-Jin Ryu is supposed to be pretty good too.
Yeah,
he's Dodgers' third. But if he was on the Cubs, he'd be opening day starter, obviously.
Now it's getting tricky. It's do I take a third starting pitcher?
Yeah.
Or do I fill out my roster for hitters and get a left fielder? Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to take that third starting pitcher. That's my next pick. That's for sure.
Probably what I'm doing too.
Just get that out of the way, so the next 3 picks I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Let's see. Who's up right now? Shinners is up.
R.A. Dickey was taken.
R.A. Dickey, the knuckleballer, was taken.
Because he hasn't really done that well. He had the one good year in 2012. Ever since then, he's been not so good. But, he's a good pitcher to have on your team. So,
how do you say that? Hyun-Jin Ryu? Starting pitcher?
I think it's pronounced Hyun-Jin Ryu.
Okay.
Something like that.
Mark Trumbo and Matt Kemp were simultaneously taken.
Yes.
Shinners pick up Mark Trumbo, and Matt Kemp was taken by Nashville Conquerors. So next up is Team Yi with his double pick. What do you think he's thinking? I'm thinking...
here, let me try to look at his roster.
Yeah, look at his roster.
Take a look at his roster.
If it was me, I'd be picking up Alex Gordon right now.
He needs a shortstop. He needs a catcher. He needs some more pitching. So
he ignored the main positions that really need to be filled. You're gonna be weak in that area, friend.
Yeah. Well, if he's looking for a shortstop, Everett Cabrera, San Diego, he's a good option. Yeah.
Is he starting pitcher? Has he gotten a bunch of starting pitchers?
Yes. Yeah, he's got Scherzer, Gonzalez, Weaver. It's a pretty good 1, 2, 3 right there.
Yeah, good 1, 2, 3.
Next best shortstop or catcher is well, let's see here. Oh, he took Alex Gordon.
All right. Yeah, good pick.
Alex Gordon's good.
That's who I would have picked up. Next up is Yi again. Hopefully he knows who he's going to get. He needs a shortstop.
Also, catcher he doesn't have.
You can't play without a shortstop, buddy. I mean, you could.
Right.
Wouldn't be good.
And let's see here. Probably take a break in about a minute.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll start playing the
And
song.
then Shelby Miller's next pitcher coming up. I don't know if I'd pick him up or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I might go down a little bit just to pick up my next starting
Addison
pitcher.
Reed. Had to dig deep to find that one. That's going to be Arizona's closer.
Yeah.
Shelby Miller here was taken by Travis. Carlos Beltran was taken by Luke. CC Sabathia taken by Casey. It's an interesting pick again because he hasn't really done so well for a couple years, but he's on a pretty good Yankee team now, so he might be able to do good now. Matt Moore taken by Mark. Matt Moore is a really good young-handed pitcher from Tampa Bay. Let's see, who are you taking?
I am looking at my options right now.
As soon as you pick, we will go to break.
All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up Mike Minor.
All right. We'll have more drafting on Fantasy Fanatics right after this. Welcome back to Fantasy Fanatics. I'm Ryan Stuprich.
I'm Andrew Freeman.
And we have done a whole bunch of picks since we last left you, including, let's see, where did we leave off when we went to break?
Dominic Brown was my last pick, so...
I took Doug Fister.
That.
I took Doug Fister. That was the first one going into commercial. And we got Garrett Cole.
John Lester. Josh Hamilton was picked up.
David Robinson.
Which is a great pickup. He's the relief pitcher for New York.
Right. Sergio Romo. Chase Utley. I took Curtis Granderson. You took Dominic Brown, which is a good pick. Joe Nathan, Anthony Rizzo is taken.
And it's my pick right now. I'm going to go ahead and pick up Jason Grilly.
Somebody just took Adam Eaton. Now, of course, that was the Sox fan, Mark.
Jason Grilly's been picked up.
All right. And I'm taking Glenn Perkins. That is Minnesota's relief pitcher, closer. He's projected to get 39 saves. I can deal with that.
Yeah. Now it's getting down to the nitty-gritty, where you start to not know who these players are. You're like, who the heck is this guy?
Yeah.
Like, such players as Carl Crawford. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I know who Carl Crawford is. He's all the way down.
Yeah, he's
160.
He's not so good. He's okay. I don't know. Grant Balfour, he's Oakland's closer? Or he was Oakland's closer. I'm not sure whose closer he is now.
Yeah.
Let me look.
Let's see. Matt Adams.
Yeah, but I do like Grant Balfour. What that was taken.
I'm just going to go ahead and finish my...
Yeah, he's Tampa Bay's closer. That's who he is.
I'm going to finish out my main people before I get into bench.
Drolis Chapman.
What do you think about Matt Garza?
I think he could be pretty good. Yeah. In fact, he might be a good guy to get. I'm not going to get him, but...
But ahead of him is Julio Teheran, and I'm thinking about getting him first.
Right. I'm going to do something a little interesting here. piss off the White Sox fans.
Yeah.
The two that I know that are White Sox fans in this draft. I'm taking Jose Abreu.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Nice. Julio, you're mine.
This time I'm not trading him
That ends
away.
out my non-bench players. Now to get my bench.
Yeah.
For bench, usually I think catcher. Of course, you need a backup catcher.
Of course, yes.
Because they don't play
I
all
always
the
take
games.
a catcher. Yep. You definitely need a catcher as part of your bench. Matt Wieters is the next
Unless
best
your
available
name
catcher.
is Griffin Yeen, you don't think you need a catcher or shortstop at all. Which, hey man, what floats your boat? It's
Yeah.
all good. Oh, I have my eye on a catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say
the
his name.
well, the next best one as far as ranking wise is Matt Wieters.
Yeah. He had a 235 batting average, 22 home runs, 79 RBI.
Yeah, he's a power hitter, but
I need if you're
you
not
know.
going to be like on the plate all the time because you're a catcher, I need you to at least be hitting 300, 280, something
Right.
like around there.
Oh, somebody took Samardzija as Casey. They took Samardzija.
Well, Casey's a huge
Yeah, he
Cubs
also
fan.
I believe he took Anthony Rizzo as well,
yeah,
which was
I
a
wouldn't be
good
surprised.
which that's a good pick though, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I really hope he has a good year this year. Because he's supposed to be really good, and he just hasn't shown it yet. But I think he will.
Which one?
Anthony Rizzo.
I think Anthony Rizzo is real good. He'll definitely pull out this season.
Yeah.
He's a power hitter, man.
He is. He hits bombs out of Wrigley Field a lot of times when the wind's blowing out. Yeah.
Not that he needs the wind.
Okay,
by
here's a
any
catcher
means.
that Griffin took. Jan Gomes. He's with Cleveland. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's good. Way to go. Way to get a catcher. I'm proud of you, man. And he gets a second pick, so he could get a shortstop.
Unless he already got one and we missed
Yeah,
it,
he
which
already
is
got
possible.
one, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Soriano's still on the board.
Michael Waka?
Michael Waka.
Have you ever heard of that guy?
Yeah, he's with St. Louis. He pitched pretty well in the playoffs and stuff and in the World Series for them. I'm not sure if he started. I think maybe he was the replacement for Jaime Garcia when Jaime Garcia got hurt in the beginning of the year. I don't really follow Cardinals baseball because I choose not to. But yeah,
Then he did get a shortstop, Angelton Simmons, and Daniel Murphy got picked up right after that.
okay. And Daniel Murphy was taken by Travis.
Hiroki Kuroda
Hiroki
picked
Kuroda was
up.
taken by Luke. Okay.
That's awesome.
Ooh, John
not too
Axford.
much known about Hiroki, but
Yeah, well, he was with the Dodgers and pitched pretty well there, and then got. I
I think he got 13 wins.
think he got
season.
traded to New York, to the Yankees, if I'm
Something
not
like
mistaken. See, John Axford was taken. That's a solid relief guy. Jake Peavy was taken by Coco and Company.
Very well. Man, I'm just looking for a guy that plays multiple positions and does decent on the batting average.
Yeah. Somebody like Leonis Martin, maybe. He's number 146. Asdrubal Cabrera is pretty good. He's a shortstop, but he's pretty good.
Yeah, all these guys have batting averages of lower than what I would want.
Yeah. You take Nelson Cruz for extra power.
Nelson Cruz is in there? What number?
151.
151.
He's Baltimore's right fielder.
I like Nelson Cruz.
Because I think Nick Markakis is... Nick Markakis is in left field probably, or center, and Adam Jones is in center or left.
I went ahead and got Coco Crisp.
Coco Crisp, okay.
Yeah, he has steals. I mean, he had 22 home runs. He's batting around 261.
Yeah. Let me see here. I need a relief pitcher. At least that's what I'm looking for. Oh. Casey Jansen. Got Casey Jansen.
Janssen. You got Casey Janssen.
Casey Jansen.
All right, next up is San Jose.
Let's see.
Things are going well.
Ashish
flying by.
took Urban Santana. That's a solid pick.
Solid pick for pitcher. Let's see.
I knew Brett would take Soriano.
Yeah. Who knew?
When
You
my
did.
brother is a Cubs and Yankees fan. Can't go wrong with Soriano.
What a bandwagoner.
Well, it's because, like, in his Little League, he was... he played for the Yankees in Little League, and then he just sort of liked the team. It's sort of like how I liked the Red Sox for a while, because I was the Red Sox in Little League, and,
Yeah.
But I always liked the Red Sox more than the Yankees. I think a lot of people do. Oh, already my turn. Look at that. Okay. The other pick for Brett was Matt Wieters. Then Jim Johnson was taken, and Will Venable.
Nice.
All right. Looking for a solid bench player here. Should probably look for a catcher type player. I could take Wilson Ramos. Yeah, I'm going to take Wilson Ramos. Wilson Ramos is projected to bat .274, 23 home runs, 81 RBIs, 0 stolen bases. But that's obvious.
Nice.
Yes. Wilson
And
Ramos.
I'm picking the guy right under him at Jason Castro, who has just about the same stats. His .276 batting average, 18 home runs, 56 RBIs this season. And they're projecting him a little bit higher than that for next year. So, got a good backup catcher.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Jason Castro. I do.
Let's take a look here. Mike Napoli is on the board. He's available.
Yep. If anyone needs a backup first baseman or just a guy on your bench that you can start sometimes, have some power, Mike Napoli's a good option.
Pablo Sandoval, another good option.
The guy right under Napoli, Moss, he's also a good power hitter. He's projected to hit 30 home runs this year.
Torrey Hunter has fallen so far. He's 161.
Yeah, he's kind of old. That's his problem.
There's Rafael Soriano you could still pick up. He had 43 saves last season.
Yeah.
Wow. And no one...
I think I know who I'm taking next.
I can't
but
believe
I'm not
he's
say
down
anything.
so far.
Yeah. I think I know who I'm taking next, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to leave it hanging a little bit.
Because someone's going to steal it.
Yeah, that's the trouble.
It's already happened to me.
I do know that my 2 final picks are going to be pitchers, I think. So, be on the lookout for that.
I'm looking for
who took
stolen
Napoli?
bases now.
Travis took Napoli. Luke took Russell Martin. Casey took Judd Lowry. Mark took Cole Hamels. Yeah. Let's see here.
Is it you're up?
No.
Yee's picking. Pick Billy Hamilton. Get him, Yee. That's the one you want.
Ugh. I'm not so sure about Billy Hamilton.
No, me neither. Carl Crawford, he'll get injured for you.
Yeah.
Always a good pickup.
Yeah, really.
He's already got hamstring issues in spring training, so it's good. It's a good sign for the rest of the season.
Took Sonny Gray. He's a good pitcher for Oakland.
Yeah.
In fact, he might have been named their opening day starter now that I think A.J. Griffin is injured for a little bit, and Jared Parker is out for the season with Tommy John surgery. That's a big loss for them. It really is.
Yeah. I'm going to pick an unknown. I'm going to pick a guy I've never heard of. Christian Yelich. That's who I'm going to pick
Christian
up next.
Yelich. Yeah, he's
looks pretty decent.
is he
Has
an
a good
outfielder
batting
for
average.
Miami? Is that
Yeah, he's a left fielder. He batted .287 with 10 stolen bases last season. I don't think he played a full season.
no?
Miami,
he's
they're
definitely a
moving so
call-up.
many parts because they don't know who's good
Right.
because they have a horrible.
Well,
farm
and then
league.
they traded away their whole team. They had Jose Reyes, traded him. They had the only guy that's
they got rid of Josh Johnson. They got rid of all
Ricky
their-
Nolasco.
It's just
A
ridiculous.
bunch of guys. See, Rafael Soriano was taken, and Brandon Moss and Joakim Soria.
Yeah, Joakim Soria, relief pitcher.
Mm-hmm. He's pretty good too.
Good pick. Yeah, Christian Yelich last season batted .287 with 4 home runs, 16 RBIs and 10 stolen
Casey
bases.
took Andrew Kashner. I wonder if that's because he knows him from the Cubs too.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Most of his team's going to be Cubs.
Hey, sometimes
so
that works
if they get shut
know.
out or something, Casey, you know that's going to reflect in your score. Not good.
No.
Is it your? No, it's not your pick. It's Coco's.
Coco and Company.
Let's see. See who he picks up. Right now, he could pick up Nelson Cruz.
Ooh, yeah, Nelson Cruz. You could take
Matt Garza, the starting pitcher.
Jed Gallardo. I know he likes him.
There's always Adam Lind.
Adam Lind.
I mean, he's not a strikeout beast or anything like that. Huston Street, good relief pitcher for San Diego.
Yeah, he's good.
I mean, it doesn't have to take you the full 2 minutes to pick, buddy.
I don't think he's listening.
Yeah, probably not.
I doubt it. Fernando Rodney, okay.
Yep, now I'm picking up Christian Yelich. Yelchik. I don't know.
What number was he, like 170 something?
Yeah, it was 170 something.
Okay. I am taking Matt Garza. Drafted.
Good pick.
And now we each get one pick left as soon as Brett picks
One
this
pick
one.
is, yeah, that's what's left. I'm probably just going to pick an unknown. Someone that is projected to do good. Let's see here. Who are you thinking for your last pick?
You know, I just not quite sure yet. It might take me the whole minute and whatever. No, maybe not. I don't know. It's going to be a pitcher. Dan Herron's an interesting pick, but I don't think I'm going to take him. Danny Salazar is another interesting pick. Zach Wheeler, I wonder what his situation is. He's healthy, I think. Yeah, he's healthy. You know what? I'm going to take Zach Wheeler.
Okay.
Mets pitcher. He might. He might be their opening day.
I'm going to go ahead and pick up Linus Martin. He had batting .260, 8 home runs, and 49 RBIs with 36 stolen bases.
Yeah, it's a good thing he's on your bench because I don't think he plays every day. So
no, definitely not. And once again, you could always pick up from waiver wire. That's what's going to save you in the end because you never know who's going to be hot. But that's the end of our draft.
That's it.
That was it.
We're going to take a break, come back, talk about at least our two teams, and then we can go through some of the other teams and just see what they did. And then a little later on, we'll do some DL on the AL-NL segment.
And also we have Fantasy Farm.
And Fantasy Farm. So stick around to SportsTownChicago.com. You got Fantasy Fanatics. Welcome back to Fantasy Fanatics on SportsTownChicago.com.
Yeah.
We just finished our draft. I'm Ryan Stuprich.
I am Andrew Freeman.
And let's take a look at who we're going to be playing. I'm playing the Shinners squad, and who are you playing?
I'm playing the Wombats, which is your brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, okay, I guess I'll go first with who is on my team.
Yeah, I got to fix my roster a little bit because I do have a guy on the DL already.
Well, yeah, that's not good, but that's okay. Okay, so I have, Salvador Perez is my catcher. Shinners is Brian McCann. That's interesting. Let's see, Brian McCann against Salvador Perez. I don't know who I'd give an edge there. I guess McCann is a better catcher. I don't know. I took Salvador Perez kind of late, but still, he's a solid catcher. He's day-to-day right now, but he should be ready for opening day. Freddie Freeman and Albert Pujols are the first basemen in this matchup.
Wow.
Dustin Pedroia and Matt Carpenter. David Wright, Manny Machado. Gene Segura against Elvis Andrus. Justin Upton against Bryce Harper. Curtis Granderson against Andrew McCutchen. Jason Worth against Mark Trumbo. And then here's the pitchers. Felix Hernandez against Yu Darvish, Zach Greinke, David Price, Masahiro Tanaka, and Michael Wacha. Doug Fister, who is, I believe he's starting the season on the DL, so I'm going to have to do the same thing as you.
It looks like he has a bit stronger in the pitching section there.
Yeah, he a little bit. And then our two relief pitchers, I have Glenn Perkins and Casey Jansen. He has Koji Uehara, the Red Sox closer, and Joakim Soria, Texas, is closer. And our bench players, just in case you wanted to know. Jose Abreu, Wilson Ramos, Matt Garza, Zach Wheeler for me. And for Luke's team, Starlin Castro, Carlos Beltran, Russell Martin, and Nelson Cruz. So that's my team. I'm going to move him to the DL. Well, he actually isn't eligible for the DL yet, so I can't do anything. But,
you have like 4 guys on the day-to-day?
Yeah, but they're all supposed to be ready for opening day.
Yeah. I have one guy injured, and that's Mike Miner, like I said. He is on a 15-day disabled list. So I dropped him, and I picked up I didn't drop him. I put him in the DL, and I picked up Tim Lincecum because I like Tim Lincecum. But I'm versus your brother, San Jose Wombats. So I have Joe Marr versus Buster Posey, who is day-to-day. I have Paul Goldschmidt against Joey Votto. Jose Altuve against Brandon Phillips. Aramis Ramirez against Kyle Seager. Troy Tulowitzki against J.J. Hardy. That's an interesting matchup. I think they're kind of a push. Dominic Brown against Dylan Craig. Carlos Gomez against Jacoby Ellsbury, who's day-to-day. Hunter Pence against Josh Hamilton. Adam Wainwright versus Jose Fernandez. Anibal Sanchez versus James Fields. Anibal Sanchez is day-to-day right now. Julio Teheran versus James Shields, and I'm picking up Tim Lincecum. So that'll be against Hisashi Iwakuma. And then I have Craig Kimbrell as my relief pitcher. My first one against David Robertson, New York relief pitcher. And then Jason Greeley, who is the Pittsburgh relief pitcher, against Aroldis Chapman, who is injured. I don't think he'll be there during opening day.
Yeah, I'm not so sure, but you never know.
So that's the lineups, and it's looking. I like my team a lot, but you always like your team until the season starts, and you're like,
right,
hindsight.
And then you
wearing
don't
my
know
hindsight glasses. But yeah, so we should do the DL on the AL.
Yeah, I'm going to do an update, and then
we'll do an update real quick.
Take a break after the update, and then we'll go right into the DL on the AL, NL, and Fantasy Farm.
The DL on the AL, NL.
Fantasy Fanatics, SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Ryan Stuprich.
I'm Andrew Freeman.
And we just did a draft, of course, which was a very successful draft, I think. I think a lot of people got the people that they wanted, at least.
Got yeah, but people. I got the better people that I wanted. I'm going to beat you.
Right. So now we're going to look at the DL on the AL-NL. And the DL on the AL-NL is, starting off with the Toronto Blue Jays, Jose Reyes should be ready for opening day, but he has tight left hamstring, so not so sure exactly if he's going to be okay.
Who picked up Jose Reyes?
I think
it was Casey.
It was either Casey or Travis.
I
don't remember exactly.
Sucks, bro.
Yeah. Let's see here. Moving on to the Milwaukee Brewers, Gene Segura, who I picked up, should be back for opening day. He has a sore right shoulder, but there was no structural damage to it, so he should be okay for opening day. If not, then Jeff Bianchi will fill in for him, I guess, which isn't very good. But the Chicago White Sox, Gordon Beckham, is going to start the season on the disabled list. Not good for Sox fans. He has a strained left oblique. Should be back in like a week, but he is supposed to start the season on the DL. And Arizona, Patrick Corbin, if you didn't know, is out for the season with Tommy John surgery. I might have said that last week, but I wasn't sure because I didn't think it was official or not. It was official like as of last night or a couple days ago. He's going to be out for the season. So that's like a third player that's going to be out for the season with Tommy John. Because Jared Parker's out with Tommy John. Guy on the Braves, who is that? Chris Medlin, I think, is the guy that's out for the year with Tommy John.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's That's not good for Arizona. Texas, Giovanni Soto, remember him? He's recovering from March 2014 knee surgery, so that's from this month. He's supposed to be back in June. Not really a big loss, though. He kind of sucks.
Who?
Giovanni Soto.
Yeah.
I mean, he had that good year in 2008, but yeah. The Padres, Josh Johnson, has right forearm strain. He's supposed to be back late April, so he's not going to be out for too long, but he'll be missing, another 3 weeks or so. Clayton Kershaw has inflamed teres major muscle.
It's in the back of your armpit, below your deltoid.
Okay.
It's sort of by your scapula. It's a big throwing muscle.
All right. He has an inflamed teres major muscle. He's supposed to be back April 4th in time for the Dodgers home opener. He's not going to be pitching opening day. He's going to be pitching for the home opener because he pitched in that opening series in Australia like last week. So, let's see. Matt Kemp is on the 15-day DL from still recovering from 2013 ankle surgery. He's supposed to be back in early April, so might not be back opening day. Might be back a couple days after it. Doug Fister has a right lat strain. They say he's supposed to be back opening day, although as I picked him up and looked and I read the little note on him, it looks like he's going to be placed on the 15-day DL just to heal that up. So that's not good for them. But, I took him without really realizing that I had already written down.
Take?
Doug Fister.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I did.
You shouldn't have.
But I did.
You're in trouble, mister. He's day-to-day, though. It's not like he's on the 15 like Mike Minor.
Right.
Mike Minor's going to be out till April 20th or something like that.
Yeah. Now let's just jump right into Fantasy Farm. I'll play the little intro.
Yes.
And now it's time for Fantasy Farm.
Yes, Fantasy Farm is on right now, and that's where we go through the prospects. This will be our last Fantasy Farm. This is, we'll of course keep you updated with the DL on the AL, NL if anything else happens during the season.
We're completely facelifting the show. It's going to be different during the season than it was on preseason.
Right.
Due to the fact things are happening.
Yeah.
That matter.
Yeah, and also, we're going to be doing some other stuff, but yeah, we'll keep, the DL and the AL to keep you posted on what's going on, and we'll also be doing some new stuff too. So this is number 41 through 50. Number 41, Eddie Butler. Eddie Butler is with the Tulsa Drillers. That's a Double-A team. He was drafted in 2012 with the 46th pick in the first round by Colorado. And he is a switch hitter. That's pretty cool. Throws right. Let's see. In how many games is this? In 28 games, and 149.2 innings, he had an ERA of 1.80.
Damn.
Yes.
That's really good.
It's very good. And he is the batters only bat 180 against him, so that's good too. This is in 28 games. He's only given up 9 home runs, 52 walks, 143 strikeouts, so pretty good for him. C.J. Edwards. That sounds familiar. That's because he's in the Cubs organization. He is with the Daytona Cubs, which is single-A advanced. He's a right-handed pitcher, bats right, throws right. He was drafted in 2011 in the 48th round, so not drafted very high by any means, but definitely has played well. In 24 games started and 116.1 innings pitched, he has a 1.86 ERA. That's combined with the Daytona Cubs and another team which I believe is single A, just normal single A. Had 155 strikeouts, that's good. And let's see, batters batted only 182 against him. He had 41 walks, only gave up 1 home run. That's in 24 games and 116 innings. That's really good, too.
Wow. There's some good pitchers coming out.
There is. Number 43, Max Fried. Max Fried is with the Fort Wayne Tin Caps. Funny name. That's in Fort Wayne, Indiana. He's a lefty. Bats left, throws left. Drafted in 2012 with the first round and the 7th pick. And that was with San Diego. He's 20 years old, and in 23 games started, he has a 3.49 ERA. He's 6-7. That's in 118.2 innings pitched. Gave up 107 hits, 7 home runs, 56 walks. Batters batting .249 against him, the WHIP of 1.37. So 3.49 isn't horrible, but obviously you want to get that ERA down a little bit.
I mean, that's not horrible if you're in the MLB,
right? But just imagine if he's doing that in the minors, his ERA in the majors could be double
ERA.
that. Yeah,
holy crap.
Yeah, that's not something you want. Lucas Giolito. Lucas Giolito is with the Auburn Doubledays. That's single A short league. Bats right, throws right. Drafted in 2012 by the Washington Nationals with a 16th pick. And in 11 games started and 36.2 innings pitched. 1.96 ERA, very good. He was 2-1. 39 strikeouts. Batters batting .217 against him. Gave up 14 walks, only 1 home run, and 28 hits. So he's done pretty well, too. Let us see here. Austin Meadows. Austin Meadows is with the Jamestown Jammers. He's number 45 on our list. That's single A short. Jamestown Jammers. That's a cool name.
Yeah, it is. I was just about to say that. That's gnarly.
Yeah. He bats right, throws right. He was drafted by Pittsburgh, first round 9th pick, and he is an outfielder. In 177 at-bats, so he's gotten a pretty good amount of at-bats, he has 7 home runs, 3 triples, 11 doubles, 56 hits, 37 runs, 22 RBIs, 29 walks, batting .316 with 46 strikeouts. So that's pretty good, too. Number 46 on the list is Alan Webster. Alan Webster is with the Pawtucket Red Sox, which is AAA. So he could be Major League ready soon. He was drafted in 2008, so he could be Major League ready. Bats right, throws right. Says after mostly playing shortstop in high school, Webster developed from late-round project to being a top pitching prospect under the Dodgers tutelage. He then became a key piece in the August 2012 mega deal that sent Adrian Gonzalez, Carl Crawford, Josh Beckett, and Nick Punto to Los Angeles. So he was in that big trade. His fastball sits in the mid-90s, which is good, too. His ERA in the MLB, so he has pitched in the MLB. He's 1-2, and this is in 8 games, 7 games started. This must have been in like 2009 or 2010 when the Red Sox weren't very good. 8.60 ERA in the major leagues, so that's not good. In the minors, he has a 3.60 ERA in 105 innings pitched, giving up 9 home runs, 116 strikeouts. So he's a big strikeout pitcher, so that's pretty good too. Number 47 on this list, Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez is with the Trenton Thunder. That's a AA team. He was signed July 2nd, 2009 by the New York Yankees. Bats right, throws right. He's a catcher. And he's 21 years old. And in 117 games in the minors and 454 at-bats, his 50 runs, 71 RBIs, and that's 115 hits. 27 doubles, that's really good. 15 home runs, that's pretty good too. 41 walks, 87 strikeouts, batting .253. If he could get the average up, he'd be pretty good. He's still a pretty good player, but yeah, he's got some raw power, as it says here. And Clint Frazier. Clint Frazier is with the AZL Indians. That's a rookie league. He's 19 years old. Bats right, throws right. He drafted in 2013 with the Cleveland Indians. He's a first-round 5th pick. And in 172 at-bats in 44 games for the Indians, for the Rookie League Indians, he has 28 RBIs, 32 runs, 51 hits, 11 doubles, 5 triples, 5 home runs, batting .297, so that's pretty good. Only 3 stolen bases and 61 strikeouts. And number 49 should be a familiar name, Jorge Soler. Tennessee
Definitely,
Smokies.
yeah.
Yep. Tennessee Smokies Double-A team. He's with the Cubs organization, signed June 11th, 2012. That was one of the first moves that Theo and Jed and Jason McLeod made and all them. He's an outfielder, bats right, throws right. He's 22 years old, 6'4", 215 pounds. And in 55 games and 210 at-bats, he has 8 home runs, 38 runs, 59 hits, 13 doubles, 35 RBIs, 21 walks, only 38 strikeouts, and batted .281. He's somebody that the Cubs have been trying to plug, and hopefully he'll be in the majors soon. If he's good enough, anyway, he'll be in the majors soon. And the last player on this list, number 50, the last one we're going to do for this Fantasy Farm segment.
Oh, the last one.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, they're just minor league players, right?
Oh, yeah, no big deal.
John Singleton, not Joe Singleton. He's with the Oklahoma City Red Hawks. That's a AAA team. Could be Major League ready. He's a first baseman, lefty, bats left, throws left. He was drafted in 2009 by the Phillies, but he is now with the Houston Astros organization. The Astros have a lot of good young guys. They could really be a team that could turn out to be a pretty good team in a couple years, just like the Cubs hope to do and other teams like that. So in 90 games and 304 at-bats, he has 42 runs, 70 hits, only batting .230, so that's not very good.
No.
17 doubles, 11 home runs, 44 RBIs, 110 strikeouts. That's a lot of strikeouts. But it looks like he's got some potential here, too, because he's in AAA. So we'll see what he does, too. And that's it for Fantasy Farm. We're going to have more new segments and everything like that as we move on.
Yeah, we're going to recreate the show. Not recreate, but innovate.
Right. Because by next Friday, our next show, baseball season will be almost a week in, and we'll have a bunch of stuff there, too.
We'll know who's winning the first matchups and be able to give the losers crap.
Yeah. And, we'll keep you posted on who's winning in our fantasy league, too. And, yes, we will be doing all of that next week.
So you guys have a great rest of the week. Go have a great weekend. It's supposed to be 61 here in Chicago on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So I'm happy about that.
Sox are have opening day at home, which is on Monday. The Cubs home opener will be next Friday. Well, we'll be on the air. They'll actually be playing. So they're opening up against the Phillies, but they're playing at Pittsburgh for opening day. So that's it for Fantasy Fanatics. I'm Ryan Stuprich.
And I'm Andrew Freeman.
And we'll see you next week. SportsTownChicago.com.